Hey y'all, I'm Tiana Michelle and welcome back to another vlog. It's Wednesday morning and I'm getting my day started. I've been back home for about 3 days now. I had an amazing weekend. It was really busy, but it's always great being around your loved ones. I hope that y'all enjoyed your weekend. I hope that you spent it with people that you care about. We're not meant to go through life alone, so I hope that you have your own community. But I'm about to go downstairs now and make breakfast. I took photos for my sister-in-law's wedding over this past weekend, so I'm gonna go through those and see if there's any that I need to edit. I also need a plan through the rest of September. Luckily, the big things that I had to do for brands were already completed at the beginning of this month, so everything else is up to me. I have an appointment on Friday. I have an appointment tomorrow. I have a lot of appointments actually. I forgot what time my doctor's appointment is on Monday, so I'm hoping that they call me. I'm writing it down on here because if I don't write it down, I will absolutely forget, like I forgot yesterday when they told me. Got another appointment. I can't believe, wait a minute. We only have like a week and a half of September left. September just started. What do I need to do today? I need to edit these wedding photos. These pictures turned out really beautiful. I did make some edits to some of them, like if anyone had like flashback or anything like that from their makeup, but it turned out so nice. It's Wednesday, most of my editing is done. I have little things that I want to do for the rest of this week, maybe a little filming, kind of behind because I was gone all weekend and seriously it's been go all the time. Some event on the weekend, something to do with family. I'm glad that I don't have a lot to do right now, but right now I have to push back against this guilt that I feel in my mind. Like I'm always trying to make sure that I am doing something because I feel guilty when I'm doing nothing and when my days are slow like this. I gotta get out of that. That's not healthy because it's not normal to be on a hamster wheel and be on go all the time. But why did I just get the urge to stretch my hair all of a sudden? I thought I was gonna play around with creating different creative hairstyles with this hairstyle, but this is the creative hairstyle. What am I talking about? I brought my river down here because I don't feel like being posted up in my bathroom right now. Come back from a trip, do you unpack right away or does it just happen whenever? I did not wear these clothes, so they're gonna get hung up. I store my travel bags in this carry-on because it just makes sense. This little organizer came with the carry-on and it's so convenient. I forget to pack it half the time. When I take my next flight, I'll be using it. Something else that's really cool about this bag is that it comes with the charger and I think it works. Hold on. Wait. Oh no, it's not compatible with my phone anyways. Let me try this light because it has a USB-C port. Let's see. So it doesn't actually work unless I'm missing something. Do I press it? Nope. That's the lock. Yeah, doesn't work. I try to keep my closet organized as best as I can because I know myself. If I let it get a mess, it's not getting clean again and it's about time to switch these clothes out and put in my fall and winter clothes. The benefits of knowing yourself. Cause I don't like dealing with it. I don't like it. And I don't know where I had that purse. I only carry this bag for concerts anyway, so that can go into hiding. I've had this dress for a while and I don't wear it often. Well, to be fair, I wore it a lot when I first bought it. When I lived somewhere warm, this is like a sweater dress. I only got to wear it a couple times there, or I would be sweating up a storm. It was nice not having to worry about having to buy sweaters and jackets and all of those things at the time, but now I'm excited to get new ones. My style has changed so much over the years. I'm finding my way. I actually like the way that I dress now. If you have hyperhidrosis, then you understand the trials and tribulations that come with trying to find clothes to wear, or even wanting to find cute outfits and wear cute outfits because you know you're gonna sweat through it. All right, so everything has been unpacked and put away. Back to what I was saying, I still see people in outfits and I'm like, damn, that looks so good, but I know that if I were to wear it, there's gonna be sweat everywhere. And I think at this point, I'm just gonna have to accept it and not allow that to continue hindering me from my personal style. Like, girl, I am in my last year of my 20s. I'll be 30 next year and I want to look cute. I would like to look cute in things that aren't tank tops, and I'm going to schedule an appointment with a dermatologist very soon and just see what they say, because it's something that I have just suffered with my entire life. I never went to the doctor to see if they could prescribe me a sort of treatment or if I could do Botox under my arms, but my thing is, like, I don't sweat in my head. I don't sweat here, but I sweat under my boobs a lot. I sweat behind my knees. I sweat under my arms more than anything. My back, my pelvic and waist area. I used to think that it was anxiety sweat, but it's not. I'm a sweaty girl. I know that they could do something about my underarms, but I'm hoping that there's like something that can be done about the other areas. I would love to wear a bright long sleeve shirt without worrying about my underarms being completely soaked. I've dealt with it long enough. Go ahead and do whatever it is that you gotta do. And I have this Press Bricks anti-perspirant that I got offline, and it's extra strong. Getting used to it was a pain because it made my underarms itch so bad. That stops me from using it. When I was in Florida, I was strongly considering getting this procedure. I think it was called Mirror Dry. It's supposed to be permanent, but I hadn't done my research enough on it to know if that's something that I want to risk. But I'm gonna get changed here soon because I'm gonna walk later. I've been slacking on getting in my steps. I have not been walking in weeks. Maybe I should have thought about that before stretching my hair.
And chairs. Find the perfect sofa at
It's been so long, I don't remember how to put this on. Actually, I think I'm gonna change into my black shorts. Okay, yeah, I like this better. Ready to go. Before I go on my walk, I meant to show you all this bouquet that my husband made for me for our anniversary. He said he chose the spray painted roses because it matches my nails. And they do. I'm trying to keep them alive as best as I can, but I've had them for about a week.
Yeah.
Good morning. I am just now leaving my appointment and I'm about to go and get some coffee. I didn't eat breakfast this morning and it's still, it ain't early, it's 10 o'clock, but still. Y'all have no idea how bad my PCOS was when I was first diagnosed. I had to go to physical therapy. I had so many other conditions associated with it, and it's doing so much better now. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Parents spend your whole life telling you that they're not one of your little friends just to grow up and become one of your little friends. I was on the phone catching up, which is why I didn't vlog while I was out getting my coffee and coming back from my appointment. I woke up this morning to some great news. It felt really good. Especially during this time, it's hard to ignore what's going on right now. I'm doing good. I'm trying to do well. At the beginning of this year, honestly, around last November, I told myself that I had to find the balance between being informed and still having my peace, you know, because I was trying to keep myself knowledgeable of everything that's going on currently, and not just here, but all around the world. I had to find a balance because it was really starting to affect my mental health. I was like, okay, girl, I know you love the knowledge, you love to be informed, but there also has to be a balance because you have to continue living your life. It makes me wonder and admire the way that people throughout time have been able to still push forward regardless of what was going on currently because they had no choice. It's crazy how you have to continue living. I'm thankful for the news that I woke up to this morning. People glamorize content creation and this job, but it can be really unstable and you have to be so smart with how you move. When I taught in Georgia, we got a paycheck once a month and it was split over the summer as well. But when December came, actually November, at the end of November, you got a paycheck for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I did not get paid again until the end of January. Like, there's a lot of gaps in it, but still it was a steady paycheck. When I moved to Florida, I got paid twice a month, but I did not receive payment over the summer. Because the thing about teaching, you don't get paid for, let's say if you work any other job, you get paid like 50 to 52 weeks of the year, pretty much every week in the year, excluding holidays. As a teacher, you get paid for 180 days. You only get paid for the days of the year that you work. 180 to 190 days, depending on what state you work in. And they spread that out throughout the year. That's why you hear teachers talking about the pay gap, because it is so vast for teachers. I stand by the fact that I think that teachers should be getting paid so much more than they do. You only get paid for the days that you work, and that's spread out across the year, which is why a lot of teachers get second jobs during the summer, or they work summer school. I've been creating content for 7 years, and I would use the extra income that I made from doing this as supplemental income. It was just a side hustle. But I knew that teaching was not something that I wanted to do long term. I just felt like teachers were so underappreciated. And then I worked in an elective, or like the elective / arts. I taught Spanish. So you think people don't respect science teachers, math teachers. You can only imagine how they felt about Spanish teachers, even some of the parents. Some of them parents did not care about my class. Shit, they had to make sure that their kids were doing well in their core classes. So imagine that. I love Spanish. I love culture. I love the things that society has told us are unimportant. I feel like arts and humanities, STEM is important, right? I'm glad that we have so many women in STEM and that's the fields that people are going towards, but the fact that by design, they've ingrained it into younger generations for so long that arts and humanities are not important. It's why we're going through some of the issues that we're going through today, because those degrees don't pay much, but it's a social awareness that isn't taught in all these other fields. Arts and humanities are so important. People need to know about those things because they are a direct correlation to what is currently happening in our world. And if people don't know those things, we keep going through the same stuff over and over again. I saw a man say that time does not move in a straight line and moves in circles. That is not even what I am supposed to be talking about. When I decided that I wanted to leave teaching, I knew, hey, I really enjoy content creation. I want to do this full time. And if I decide that I ever want to transition from this, I can go back to school. I can get my master's degree and transition to something else, because I know for sure I'm not going back to teaching. I'm sorry. I had savings that would carry me on before I went into content creation full time, because I understood that this is not a steady career. You have to have savings. Like when I budget, because I am a budgeter, I budget out my expenses for months in advance. I don't feel comfortable unless I know that I can cover my expenses for months down the road. Like, I'm always thinking ahead, and you have to. Any field where you work for yourself, you can't afford to play around with how you're going to provide for yourself, because you don't get steady paychecks. Like, I don't receive a paycheck every month, every 2 weeks. Some months I might get this much, other months I might get this much, and because it's so sporadic and you can't see into the future, I have to be really diligent in knowing how much money I have, where my money is going. When you hear people talking about social media, you often hear, there's so much money in it. There's so much money. There's a lot of money in it, yes. But Let me look up the statistic because I had it saved. I don't like to just spew out information without knowing what the hell I'm talking about. This was a study that was conducted in 2023. They don't have the numbers right because there's so many, but there are anywhere between 50 million to 300 million content creators globally. And in 2023, 26% of that 50 to 300 million plus people make 1,000 or less from content creating. 26% make between 1,000 to 10,000. 27% make between 10,000 to 50,000. 11% make between 50,000 and 100,000. And 7% make between 100,000 to 500,000. So out of all content creators, only 7% make 6 figures or above, and only like 1 out of 10 make over 50K. There's a lot of money out there, but it's kind of like any other field. It reflects what people actually make, you know, like in the United States, it's like what the average person in the US makes, what, 76K. And then when you take the top 1% and highest earners out of that calculation, the average person only makes about 40K a year. It's another reason why I don't look at it as a failure when someone decides, hey, I don't want to do content creation full-time anymore. They need to transition into something that makes them consistent income because, hey, it's 2025. We need money to exist. Regardless of how you put it, money is needed to survive. I don't think people should be shamed or feel ashamed because they're doing what they have to do to provide a living for themselves. I feel very grateful to be in the position that I'm in. Of course, I want to go so much further, and God has blessed me so much, and he propels me further and further every single year. And I feel gratitude every single day, knowing where, I don't know why I'm tearing up right now, knowing where my family came from. I just want to make my whole lineage proud. And I'm not just proud of myself for how far we came. I'm proud of the success that is to come for my siblings, proud of my cousins. Like, I'm just so proud of what we've made from nothing. Ugh, I couldn't even tell you. Think about where you were and where you are now. I'm telling you, you should be so proud of yourself. You're doing so much more than you think you're doing. You really are. Up my kitchen a bit. Now I'm about to eat lunch. I'm just having leftover spaghetti. I've been trying to up my vegetable intake in every meal that I have, so I just chopped up some squash, mushroom, and onion, and it's in the spaghetti. I won't be doing much today besides editing. I'm gonna go ahead and start editing this vlog because it's currently Thursday afternoon, which means I only have 3 days to get this up at the most. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into that. Y'all, it's been a day. I had to film something for a brand, so I took my braids out last night and washed my hair. It's just a wash and go with 2 flat twists in the front. To dry my hair, I diffuse, which I never do because my hair swells up a lot naturally. And when I use a diffuser, that only makes it worse. So it gets rid of a lot of the definition that I have from the product that I use. This isn't gonna last very long. If I would have done what I usually do, which is sitting under my hooded dryer for like an hour and then air drying for the rest of the day, I would have had to continue filming tomorrow, meaning that 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 video would take 2 days to complete, and I just didn't want to do that. I am done for the day. I'm about to go take a shower and go ahead and get ready to have a relaxing evening because I hate the way that my neck feels when I just did my hair, like a wet style, so my neck is really sticky and it's all in my ears, and I just so I'm gonna go do that, and I'm also gonna end the video here because I just wanted you all to spend a few days with me. I know I got the last video up later than when I usually post, which is Saturdays and Sundays, and just because I got that video up late doesn't mean that I need to do the same this week. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.